Hey everyone, this is Erin Ashley Simon.
This is Brandon Killabh Hall.
And welcome to another episode of Grassroots Podcast, where it's not just about the past of the... Yo, you're messing me up. Why are you laughing?
Because I didn't get a chance to introduce
He didn't even get to get a shout out or nothing. Erin just said, fuck it. Let's just
Nah, this is just regular Nas.
And of
not
course,
the rapper Nas.
Yeah, of course. Nas is back in the building. Regular Nas, not Escobar.
Oh yeah, we have to do a grand opening entrance for you. Let me just lay down the red carpet for you.
Word,
I appreciate it.
Gotcha.
Much obliged.
Everyone, this is Nas, by the way.
All right, so I mean, Erin is back from All-Star Weekend and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. Yo, oh my gosh, the Jordan Brand event. Yo, dog. That was wild in good and bad ways. Yo, so we had, they did a shuttle to like this Bel Air mansion house. Like apparently the house was like worth $100 million. And we have clips of it on YouTube already. Mm-hmm. And it was crazy because like they had so many famous people waiting online for it. Like that couldn't get in. Like Odell Beckham couldn't even get to the location. I don't know if he walked.
Man, they should have done Odell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was handicapped. They had me on that bus real quick.
Must be nice to have that blue check next to your name.
Nah, it's that when you have crutches, they ain't trying to get that. They ain't trying to get that.
He went on the handicap line.
Yeah, I was the handicap line. They ain't trying to get sued or anything, so they're probably like, get this girl on this bus. Yo, Odell was waiting. They had, oh my gosh, it was. I mean, the event was really good itself, but whoever was handling like the lines and the shuttle stuff, yo, it was bad. They had so many famous people waiting.
Well, you look nice. Our group chat was engaged, and they kept pinging me saying that you was out of control and having fun. So I stalked your Instagram story a lot to see what you were doing.
I was good.
So yeah, I thought it was cool.
I had so many people come up to me though. They were like, "We're so impressed that you're out here in crutches. Most women would not be doing that, especially these LA women. They would be so self-conscious about being on crutches."
Yeah. No, LA women ain't doing that.
I would have mad confidence.
Yeah.
No, some of them give me looks like, "What the fuck is she doing here?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Getting this bag, son.
Were you from in Jersey?
Yeah, I'm from Jersey.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I don't care. I was looking real good too. So
talk this shit, Erin. Talk this shit. Let Nas bum ass know you ain't fucking around.
You know the fuck you messing with Nas. You don't know.
Oh man. All right. So let's get into it because we've had an eventful week or so.
Yes.
From a, I guess, celebrity standpoint. Did you guys watch the All-Star game?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Did you guys see Fergie's performance?
Did I see the career suicide?
On the national anthem. Yeah, I did.
The rockets regulate, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there.
What was she thinking?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, per her,
nobody knows. Nobody.
Number one, she definitely ranks up there as worst performances for the national anthem I think I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. And I mean that respectfully. Secondly, she did apologize, which I was surprised about, and it came quick. It came very quick.
She should have.
Yeah, better.
Game happened obviously on Sunday, like it always does every year, and she came out Monday morning and said, "Hey, you know, she made statements saying that she was a risk taker.
Yeah.
She's known to do that in her career, and she wanted to make this event special and this time special for her. And in quotes, she said, "I honestly tried my best." And, you know, she didn't mean to disrespect anyone or disrespect Americans.
That felt like a little bit of a publicity stunt. I can't lie. Because if I think it partially was because apparently I saw somewhere that like her streaming for music like shot up right after this incident.
Well, that was my thing, right? First, I thought about it. We ain't heard shit from Fergie until this.
I mean, if there's something now, we definitely did not hear it.
I low key, and I've heard Fergie sing, and I'm not saying she's the best singer, but there's certain parts in the song that she hits where you can see that she can sing.
Yeah,
and we know Fergie, she can sing. We've seen live performances, we know that. Do we think that she did this as a publicity stunt just to gain momentum or gain some traction to her brand?
No.
That new music is coming out.
No,
I think it's a little bit possible. Yeah.
no. She went out there and she said, "You know what? I'm Fergie. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try something weird." It had the little one drum in the back, doom, doom. Then she tried to hit some note from like 1945, like she's Billie Holiday or something, and it wasn't working.
Yeah,
It just what it missed she missed everything.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Terrible.
The funny shit though is the reactions from people.
Yeah, the back-to-back reactions.
Back-to-back reactions.
Kimmel knew. Jimmy Kimmel knew.
Yeah, Kimmel knew. Kimmel knew.
Yo, Chance the
Curry
Rapper's dying.
tried to remain professional. If you saw his face, he put his head down and just looked up at somebody and just started laughing.
Chance the Rapper died. He
Yeah,
bent over. He gave no fucks. He just like, yo.
He couldn't even control it. Like, it was bad.
You know
he
what
couldn't even control it.
I thought of Bill Duke in Minister Society. When he's interviewing Kane.
Yeah, it was
like,
pretty bad.
Fergie, you know you fucked up.
It was pretty bad.
You know you fucked up, right?
I don't know. I mean, I'm all for risk taking, and I'm all for artists displaying their creative abilities. I just think at certain moments in the world that should never happen.
I don't think it should happen with the anthem.
Not at all.
And that's my point.
It should not happen with the anthem.
And if you're gonna do it, you got to be like nice.
Like Whitney Houston nice.
Like
what everybody, to steal something from my pops, what everybody's trying to do is Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you can't. You can't, man. Just sing the song the way it was
I agree.
supposed to be.
That's actually a really, really good example. That is 100% what happens. RIP.
Wait. But what? Who did it worse? Yeah, but who had a worse performance, Fergie or R. Kelly?
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held by the twilight's last gleam?
Fergie's bad.
I mean, R. Kelly is bad too because they booed him.
Carl Lewis though is really bad.
Oh, say, can you see? And the Rockets, red flag. I'll make up for it now.
Like, it's have y'all seen that Carl Lewis shit? That Carl Lewis shit is bad. Like,
because he thought he could do it.
That's what hold on. He said, hold up.
Don't go making up words, Carl. Don't.
And then tries to have a conversation with the crowd and says, hold on, I'm going to get it right. I got y'all. Who says that? On a note. And
let me clear my throat.
Hold on. Let me get it right. I don't know, man. I don't know. R. Kelly's was bad too, though. When I really think about it, because obviously, I think naturally,
He tried to make it into a two-step.
Yeah, but I think a lot of those old clips resurfaced once this happened, because now you got to just see, has this ever happened before in the history of national anthems?
Kelly
and of course,
terrible.
it has.
They booed him at that boxing match.
But also, he had like a couple or somebody dancing too, like two-stepping and stuff. I just anthem should just do it regularly. Yeah. Like, if you're doing a rendition, paying homage to like someone's song or something, I get that. But when you're doing the national anthem, just
sing it.
Just sing it. Just leave it. And you can be artistic by like hitting certain high notes, pausing at certain moments, but trying to make it like jazzy or like just.
I don't know, man. But like I was saying, RIP to
her career.
To Fergie's performance of the national anthem. I hope she bounces back. But I will say, if she is coming out with new music or looking to put out a project or gain momentum for something, you did that shit right, girl. You fucked that shit up perfectly.
If it don't sound like glamorous, I don't want it.
Yeah. So
She got that stream hike though.
Yeah, word. Shout out to Fergie. What did you guys think about the actual All-Star game? Me personally, I thought and I tweeted this. I thought at first it was a little too competitive. Like I think the All-Star game, growing up is supposed to be about fun and pickup game type basketball where you can see professionals obviously just have fun on the court and not be mandated to focus on plays and shit like that. Yeah. The one aspect I liked and didn't like was the team picking, and I think we were talking about this earlier. Yeah. The team picking was great. Yeah. I just wish it was more of a pickup game feel where you walk into the park and you pick your squad, and we go.
Yeah. That would have been dope. Chris Webber said that on TV also. It's just you have the jerseys there on hand. Like, let LeBron say, "Oh, I want you," and
then right there.
Yeah, right there, play the game.
Yeah,
I agree.
But I think a lot of egos will get hurt.
So
what do you mean?
Like if Braun sees his teammate or Steph sees his teammate saying, "You know what? Let me go with KD instead." Then the media is going to say, "Oh, well, why did he pick him first?"
Well, that happened anyway, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen regardless.
With Russell Westbrook, he found out that he got picked last and apparently felt a way about it.
Your thoughts on being picked by LeBron for the All-Star team?
Oh, that's cool, man. That's good, man. Finally, they got the team figured out.
Tell me how you really feel.
But I see I was the last pick on the list. I was just trying to figure out,
Alphabetical. It was alphabetical.
See, I told you, man. Alphabetical order, man. Of course I was first. Of course. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
And then they had to let him know that it was the names were in alphabetical order. That's why his name was picked last. I don't know if they just said that to make him feel good, or I don't know. But that's
pull your skirts down. Man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. It's supposed to be competitive, and like if you feeling salty, just be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna see you in regular season, or I'm gonna see you in playoffs." That's it. You guys already know my feelings. I'm tired of the NBA being friends kumbaya all the time. Like, be competitive. You're friends off the court, not on the court.
Yeah. And what's up with Jimmy Butler not even playing because he said he was tired?
Apparently someone said they saw his, I saw someone, they tweeted, they said that they saw his Instagram. Yo, he turned up. So they think he was just drunk or something.
That was the other thing.
Like people were tweeting about saying that they saw him on the gram.
I think he tried to pull a Michael Jordan flu game. That's what I think happened. And I know that story isn't told. Apparently Michael Jordan didn't have the flu.
He was hungover?
And he was hungover. So that's why he was dehydrated. I think that's great. I mean, but I don't know.
But kudos to him because sometimes I've been hungover before and
kudos to Mike for partying that hard in Utah.
Well, yeah, basically.
Word.
That was my thing. Like if you can
where did he go?
Yeah, if you can find a party in Utah and get that lit where you can't walk, where you dying on the court.
Yo, he's probably drinking, skiing.
Yo, man, that shit is crazy.
He was on them slopes.
For real.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know
skiing
with them snow bunnies.
I don't know. For real. You gotta really know. You gotta really have some connects to get it popping in Utah. Like really think about what's happening. Out there.
Oh no, he got them connects.
Well, yeah, it's MJ.
Yo, that Jordan Brand, he was there, and it was his birthday. Yo, he got him. He probably found some underground what is it?
Getting it in with the Mormons.
Word. That's crazy.
Yo,
man. All right, moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all give a round of applause for Black Panther.
Hey!
Black Panther. Ah,
solid 7.5.
Whoa.
Yo, better not have Black Twitter come after you.
Hold on.
Better not have Black Twitter come after you.
Fam.
Solid.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's a solid.
First off, let me check with my co-pilot here.
Well worth the money, though.
Let me check with my Erin, you did see the movie, correct?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we will try to not spoil the movie for you guys, but I will say if you have not seen it already,
we're talking about it.
We talking about this shit anyway.
No, we'll put spoiler in the description, but
spoiler,
if you haven't seen it already, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag. Danny Glover dies at the end.
Mad people die at the end.
Sorry.
All right, so I want to get into it. First off, on a more mature note, I'm very pleased. I'm pleased, man. Yeah. Great job with the casting. Great job with the cinematography, the costumes. The character depictions, slightly off a little bit, slightly off, but for the most part, just the overall premise of that movie and what it represented, I think it was great. I'm also happy that Marvel took the time out to really talk about just the culture.
Yeah, that was
you know what I
dope.
mean? Like I thought they did a really, really good job, and I liked a lot of the nuances. Nah, don't do that. You're not Wakanda, B. You gave it a 7.5. You're not Wakanda. So I
Wakanda
think
my ass.
word.
For
You know what
us.
I mean? So the vision of Wakanda, and even down to the villain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a genius villain, and I'm not mad at his beliefs. I wasn't mad. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Mm-hmm. They both wanted the same thing, just went about it differently.
But Mike never, Mike, for Martin's real name. Malcolm never really incited violence. He said protect yourself.
I understand that. I'm just giving an example.
I was just correcting you.
You know what I mean? Well, don't. So,
But it's stupid. To kind of go off of what you guys saying, what I liked even more was I actually watched the video clip of Ryan Coogler breaking down certain scenes, and it made me appreciate it even more. Yeah, there's a video. I don't know if it's Vanity Fair or someone, but he broke down certain scenes, like the scene in the casino, right?
Big theme in this is tradition versus innovation. So we broke the characters down. Okoye is a traditionalist, so she fights with a traditional weapon. The African spear is always made out of vibranium, and she fights in a very traditional style. It almost looks like dancing when she fights.
So he said, when you had the three characters come in, if you paid attention to like Lupita's character, Chadwick, that they specifically made them wear certain colors. So you had green, red, and black. Black in the middle, and then I think green on the left, and then red on the right. Mm-hmm. That color scheme represents the Pan-African flag. So then he talked about that, and then even went further talking about the concept of traditionalism versus innovation, and how the two female characters were traditional versus innovation. So you had the one character who had the spear. She fought with that. She went against the societal norms, the Western societal norms. Like she took her weave off because she, in their specific culture, not being proud of your bald head is disrespectful, and wearing a weave in that culture is disrespectful. So that was like on the traditional route. While, for Lupita's character, she was more of the innovation, where it was a combination of traditional versus her own. Like, for example, she herself did not, if you paid attention to the entire film, she didn't touch a gun. Mm-hmm. She was innovative. In the scene, when she grabbed the guy, what did she do? She grabbed her shoe and used her shoe as a weapon. Yeah. So like he really breaks down specific scenes and even like implements just like societal norms versus and having the battle between traditional versus non-traditional. Mm-hmm. And you even see that within the movie itself. The Wakanda warriors and everyone, they're like, we have to support the king in our community, even though that king, he's a villain. Yeah. And then you have some people that are saying it's not about defending the tradition. It's about doing what is right. It's defending what you love, not what is right. Yeah. So it's crazy if you look how he broke it down, and he how he visually did it. Like that shit was wild. Like you have to watch this video. Yeah. Like it made me appreciate this movie even further.
Well, there's little things that I picked up on this movie. Number one, I think that they did a great job with women in this movie. There were no sex scenes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The women were very strong, dominant women.
You got that living single haircut.
And and got the living single.
That Caesar was tight in
mine. Yo, her shape up was mean. But no, I think that they did a great job in making the viewers aware that women can also be militant and disciplined and loyal and for a cause. I think they did a great job with that. Even down to the husband and wife situation where
he was about to catch it for Wakanda.
She almost had to kill him. He's like, yo, would you really gonna kill me? And she like, for Wakanda?
For the
absolutely.
Catch this fade.
he backed down.
He
was
backed
like,
down. Like
he's like,
so. I
damn.
mean, I think overall it was a beautiful piece of work. Beautiful piece of work.
Did you guys catch something? I didn't even catch it. I saw someone tweet about it. Did you see that the final fight scene was on an underground railroad?
I didn't.
I did see that, and I was
you
going
realize
to
that?
get into it. There's a lot of little nuances in that movie that
you should put like a little question mark.
Yeah,
like
but there's a lot of little nuances in that movie that talk about or are remnants of what's happening now. Right, so the speech at the end where he talked about equality and he talked about coming together one as a unity. And I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but
too late.
That for me, I think read into a lot of what's happening now in America. As far as you have black, you have white, you have this, you have that. Yeah. We should be coming together for the common good of the country, i.e., our Wakanda. Yeah. We should be doing that, and I think also. Even with down to the kids, I liked also that, and I was talking to a friend of mine earlier about this. I like that this is the first time I think I've seen where little kids were in the park hooping, playing ball, and it wasn't like a bad depiction of urban kids in the inner city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just playing ball, just enjoying themselves. They weren't cursing. They weren't
no N-words.
They were just kids being kids.
And they were intrigued when the ship came down. They were intrigued instead of being like.
No, they were intrigued until one of the little fat kids said, "Let's strip it down and sell it."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that's that's realistic. That's realistic.
Can't trust those little fat kids, man.
You know what I'm saying? So now, me and Erin are clearly on the same page of respect for Wakanda. Why are you giving this a 7.5? Please tell me.
Because I'm not just going to give it like an 8 or a 9 just because it's black.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No. This is.
If it was trash, I would have straight up said it was trash.
Yeah, let me be clear. Those are my points I took away from the film. I didn't enjoy this movie because it was black. I remember.
I never said that.
I know, but I'm saying, remember on previous episodes, I said I did not want to have that experience. That's why I was scared about the script.
Yeah, he did say about the soundtrack.
I was scared about the soundtrack. I was worried that I would get lost in all of these other world issues and not be able to enjoy a Marvel character in addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That was my fear.
Yeah.
Why I gave it a 7.5? I was talking to Wilson about it earlier.
Okay.
And one, I wanted more Killmonger. I think that was a dope villain.
Yeah.
Two, which I didn't mention to him, I think they could have went more into the husband and wife dynamic. I wish they would have kind of had like at least a little sparring match at the end and let her win.
So you want couples to fight? No,
I don't want couples to fight, but I want to see that dynamic. I want to see how that woman, she portrayed a very strong woman, so I want to see her. Hold on. Try not, wait.
I'm about to break that shit down, but okay. Go ahead.
Not saying that she
I already know Erin gonna get on. You already know what she about to do.
I'm not saying that she wasn't depicted like that. I'm just saying like I think story-wise, it could have still moved the story on forward a little more. And plus, I really don't, the overtones, the American political stuff, and if it gets too political, it takes me out of the movie.
But even like with the movie Captain America, that stuff had political and American historical things that were based on politics.
Yeah, and I gave that a 6.5.
Oh my God.
You're disrespectful. Number one.
But this, okay, I can admit the beginning was kind of slow. It was kind of slow, but like the point of this movie was to show him coming into terms of being a king. Like we have to realize like, although we've seen him in previous Marvel movies, like this is his beginning story, so we can further understand everything else. Yeah, I think if you show too much of the villain, you show too much of this, it would have taken away from his growth, turning into a king. Like I hate when movies try to stuff too much crap into it at once. Yeah, like that's just me personally.
I think it was spread out well, and just doubling back to your statement about the relationship between the husband and wife. I think that scene that happens where he challenges her and she pushes back is the relationship. He respects her enough and her beliefs to not want to push the envelope and to not want to have friction with his wife, whom he loves and respects. So I think that you got a glimpse of what that relationship embodies.
That's a real life relationship.
Yeah,
you
like,
got it's about
give and
compromise.
take.
It's give and
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of people.
He tried to take
Hold
the
on,
king.
by the way, we just bodied Nas. Go ahead.
No, you didn't. Yeah. It's a handicap match.
Body, though.
Handicap match. But either way, I think they could have developed that just a little bit more. I'm not saying that was bad. I didn't not like it. I just said it could have been a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, we don't care about your opinions.
Ask them for
So,
part 2, or
yeah.
ask for 25% of the money. Apparently,
Even though I will
my
agree,
God.
I think
I'm getting started on that.
Killmore has to have a spinoff.
He's coming back in Infinity Wars. He better.
Infinity Wars. He's
I know, but what I'm saying, I'm just saying, his character was so strong that he could really have his own movie.
So you're saying like spinoff like Venom?
Yeah.
Like the side?
And if we're gonna get into Venom, and Nas, you actually sent me this. I'm really concerned about that Venom clip that I saw.
Why?
Which clip?
Is a teaser clip that came out about Venom, the Venom preview.
Right.
Okay.
Number one, for those that haven't seen it, I'm concerned, number one, because the way that the clip was portrayed, or at least I interpreted it, was that Venom was being created in a lab, and Brock is aware of it. That's not how Venom's story happens.
You're thinking of the Brock, Eddie Brock, right?
Yeah.
From high school with Peter Parker.
Correct.
They're not doing that one.
No, I know, but that's where my concern lies. You have a whole body of
Yeah,
work.
but Peter Parker's going to be in it. Tom Holland's going to be in it.
I know. I'm just telling you my concerns are. My concerns are
Spoiler
it's going to be major spoiler.
Yeah,
I'm concerned about them deviating from that original storyline that we all know and love.
They're not going to do that one. They're going to do the Venom Soldier one, where he's an army soldier and Planet Symbiote. So,
okay.
So they're
all right,
merging
so that
two
makes a little bit more sense. All right,
At least they're not too far off.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, they're not too far
They're
off.
not. Then if they're going that route, and that's the comic book geek in us. If y'all don't know what that is, then
Because they definitely kind of messed up the Spider-Man one, and now they're trying to backtrack.
yeah. So all right,
Thanks,
so
Sony.
scratch that.
Douchebags.
Yeah,
Oh
word.
man, wait. Speaking of black, I hate to have this transition, but this is the only way we can get to this topic. Yo, what's the deal with that Blac Chyna video and stuff? What?
Pedestrian at best.
Oh man.
I'm gonna let you guys start off. I'm gonna let you guys start with this one.
Brandon.
If I'm keeping it a buck, it was trash. It was trash. It wasn't a good sex tape, but I won't give the majority of fault to Blac Chyna.
Who is this guy that she's messing with?
I don't know.
Michi?
I don't know. He's dark skinned, and I don't know if it's the shade that has him shaded out or just because of the lighting. I don't know, but you can't really see him. I don't know if that's purposely done. Yeah, he is. He's dark skinned. That's all you see is a dark skinned dude.
They're gonna kill you.
They saw the video. He's dark skinned. What do you want me to do? He's dark skinned. But the reason why I don't blame her. Number one is because I don't think it was as enjoyable for her as it should be. Like she sounded like she was in pain. It wasn't like, it was like, ouch, stop, you're hurting me, please let me go, I can't breathe. Like it's a lot of that where I think that would restrict her from performing up to her standards.
I'm trying to understand. Won't people learn about not doing sex tapes at this point? Like, I know you want to do it for your boo, but like a good amount of people's sex tapes have been leaked. Yeah. You know, of course, the most notorious one was Kim Kardashian, but then you have like
that's still a solid one, like to this day. Just to let you know,
it's what?
It's solid. Like you can still watch that today. It's timeless.
Classic. No, but I'm serious. Like, it's just like I feel like when are people going to learn to like not do this anymore? Because it keeps leaking. Like even like what's her face? Like Yes Jules thing got leaked out too.
Yeah,
who's that again?
Don't worry about it. But we'll continue.
So listen,
who are you?
I agree. I agree.
Take a long time to explain.
I also think though, is it karma? You bring up Yes Jules, you bring up Blac Chyna. Is this karma for the horrible sins that she's committed against Rob?
Yo, she did Rob dirty, man. I mean, he was a sucker for love, but
he was a sucker for love. But everyone has been a sucker for love. Does that not warrant him to feel and be emotional?
But he posted shit on her too.
I know he did, but she again, she sent him clips of fucking another dude.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
foul.
Like that's foul.
Especially when you had a kid with him.
Yeah,
that's foul.
the dude is wearing his clothes. It's a lot. There was a lot of crazy shit going on. So
she's somebody's mother.
Well, that's the other thing I think about. I think about
she's a scumbag.
Yeah, I think about damn. I think about the kid in this perspective. I think about the kid. I really do. When shit like this happens, I think about the kid and I think about him having to go out life knowing that this is out there. And again, I know that it's unavoidable at this point because it's out there, but that's a bad representation. Then she, Chyna smashing fucking Bane. He's like, take this. Come on. Move. Like, it's just a bad combination.
You fuck like a young man.
Oh my gosh.
Yo. Wait, what does that mean?
What? Do explain.
Like
Bane, a jackrabbit?
No, when Bane was fighting Batman, right? He said, you fight like a young man. It was just, you're relentless.
You fight like a younger man. There's nothing held back.
You don't stop. You don't think about strategy. You're just out there.
He went
just in and out.
He was out there, pinned the legs back. Ow.
Mad friction.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
It's like, don't just take it easy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I felt bad for Chyna. Yeah.
You know what?
I skimmed through it the whole 13 minutes. I didn't even watch it.
All these lazy men, they need to switch to the BlackBerry phone because everybody with iPhones are getting their shit leaked and posted and. Have you heard? I don't think I've ever heard anyone who's. I mean, obviously, I don't know how good the camera is on BlackBerry, but I've never heard anyone say that they're allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly, I don't know.
Well,
Stupid, but like, has anyone had their sex tape or sex clips or photos leaked on a BlackBerry?
No.
Or an Android?
Nobody uses those.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody's checking for.
But keeping it a buck, I think that's now made popular now, and I know that sounds crazy. I think that leaking footage is popular now amongst celebrities, and I think it's horrible. Like
that's stupid.
You're fucking up the game. You ain't supposed to be doing that.
All this for fame, all this because of your ego.
Yeah, like
because I'm losing light.
Yeah, I don't know.
And your shit was whack. Like, come on, man.
You know what I want to say?
But well, not to cut you off. Who leaked it though? Do we know who leaked it?
He probably did. They probably did. They always do it.
I mean, did they say anything? I didn't really look at this up because I didn't really care. But did they say anything about her like filing?
All I know is the her lawyer, which this is another thing I think is this is how I know the world is changing. Her lawyer went on Twitter and made a statement. That was the one thing, and I know that may sound crazy for me thinking that that's crazy, but I don't want my lawyer going on Twitter and representing me on lawyer via 200-something characters.
I mean,
does that make sense? What I'm saying?
No, it makes sense. Like our generation sucks.
But he went on to say, I wasn't mad at what he said. He pretty much was saying that, us as black men, we have to do better with treating women and holding certain things sacred. And
hold on, how is this a black man problem?
Well,
Tommy Lee had a sex tape.
Well, yeah. I could be quoting it wrong, but he said something about men. It could be men, black men. He said something about men.
I'm just asking. So, I'm just asking.
Yeah. So I agree with him on that as far as this shit should.
I don't know. I think it's smart. I think it's smart he went to Twitter because like it's the quickest way to get things out. Like you're not gonna wait and have to do a press run and like when that stuff leaks, it goes viral. So there's a lot of lawyers are now putting their statements out on Twitter because it's the quickest way to get the people's attention, especially if you're doing a file for a lawsuit or something. That's the quickest way.
I get it, but I
mean, I'm not saying it's awesome, but I understand why it sucks.
I get what you're saying. It's the quick route to address a situation. I get that. Humor me.
Yeah.
Well, I think I thought about the OJ trial. Right, and I thought about them staying away from media for a number of reasons. Right, like they never addressed certain things. They avoided media, whereas in this day and age, people don't avoid media. They run to media to address allegations, certain things.
But I mean, there's a difference between murdering someone and licking a chocolate lollipop. There's two different things.
He didn't murder anyone.
No, I'm not. I'm saying when it being stupid.
OJ definitely did it.
Listen, there's a difference between being accused of murdering someone and having some chocolate lollipops in your mouth. It's different. So I would, of course, avoid media. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm keeping it PG. Listen.
Oh, no, I don't care about the PG. I was just really looking at you to try to figure out if I can figure out a way to pause you, but I can't. I'm still figuring that out.
No, because women can lick chocolate lollipops.
The media back then, the celebrities didn't have a direct connect with their fans. So I understand that. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, I don't have any fans, but you can speak directly to the fans.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
You have fans.
And I'm not saying that I don't understand it. Let me be clear. I understand why you want to do that. It's the same reason why I say podcasts are great, is because it's quick. We can just do it, record it, drop it, and put it out, and we don't have to worry about anything. Same thing with it's like the new form of media. People really take to Twitter and Instagram to deflect or to represent themselves. I totally get it. I'm just saying, look at that though. Like the level of technology, like how much of a monster social media is. I'm not saying I don't agree with it.
Yeah, so it is a monster. It's like Dr. Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah. So,
I mean, it's good and bad. I mean, I've seen Twitter. They use Twitter to find missing people or to use it for other good things. But of course, like with everything, like there's good and bad.
Yeah.
I was just reading. Blac Chyna's doing a pajama party and is not fazed by her sex tape, but she's suing. Bitch, miss me with
that. But this is the thing. If I'm keeping it a buck, and if I'm Blac Chyna, am I phased? Like, really think about it. Number one, she was a stripper.
So what are you suing for?
Well, because you have the opportunity to do so.
I mean, if you're in a profession where you are potentially showing these body parts out there, a sex tape probably is not going to be something where you're like, oh my gosh.
So what are you crying about?
Yeah, she probably like, oh, that should drop? Fire.
That's what she should. That's what she should have said on Twitter.
Well,
I mean, that would have been a lie.
Men's not hot in that video though.
Yeah, nah, man.
Yeah, that would have been a lie.
Bane was wilding.
Probably. I mean,
do you think her reaction would have been different if if the video was actually good? Do you think that there would have been a different reaction?
I think it plays off. I think it plays off
same?
Of him though. He didn't do anything. He didn't go down on her. He wasn't even. He was like. I'm sure that there was a lot of friction in the thrust.
He was pedestrian also.
Word. Like she was legitimately an innocent bystander in this.
Oh my
They look like two college kids that just got out of class early.
I don't know.
Terrible. Like I'd rather watch Mimi's from Love and Hip Hop.
Oh my.
Like at least she was holding on to like the damn shower curtain.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. We're gonna get out of here.
Yo,
that's another bad one though too, man.
But that's better than at least the production was better than China's.
Yo, we think about our episode, right? We're ranking a lot of wild shit. We're ranking top worst moments of the national anthem.
Fergie.
Top,
welcome.
Killing Fergie. Top sex tape scandals released.
Well, it's not top for Blac Chyna. They're not top 10.
Yeah, she's in the not top, but and
her top was.
And her top was.
But on a good note, Black Panther broke some records apparently. Got a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
still a
positivity, guys. Positivity.
Oh yeah, that's definitely the upside of anything black in headlines right now, especially be it. Worldwide, 404 million worldwide for Black Panther, shattering records. So, once again, salute.
Shout out to the producers.
Yeah,
yep.
Salute to that.
They are eating well.
Yeah, I could really go on for hours about Black Panther and a lot of the other Easter eggs and cookies that I found that were symbolic to the director. To a bunch of people in this, but I won't. I want you guys to go see it. Great flick. Don't listen to Naz. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I said it's well worth the money. It's a solid 7.5. It's like, okay.
I was always taught anytime someone compliments you and then says "but," that it completely.
Okay. However.
All right. Tomato.
Any transitional words after a compliment.
Basically, any transitional word. So yeah, I mean, outside of that, that's pretty much it for the fuck shit this week.
Pun intended.
Pun intended.
Yeah, word. If you haven't listened to Nipsey Hussle's album.
Oh yeah, good point. Listen.
Victory
Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle's album is pure flames. I listened to it finally, full 4 listens. Got to digest a lot of the music in there. That actually, some of our songs, we released a new playlist on Audio Mac, Volume 6, released this week, and he actually made the cut on the list for records. That Victory Lap album is phenomenal. Phenomenal album. Needed. So yeah, definitely go check that out. As always, we appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you subscribe. Grassroots Podcast at Instagram, Grassroots Pod for Twitter. You can contact us for music submissions to make the cut for our Audio Mac playlist, and that's contact grassrootspod@gmail.com. And
group chat.
Oh yeah, always. Keep in mind we have a group chat where we talk to fans. A lot of the fans, we want to thank you guys as well for rocking with us, especially in the group chat. It goes literally 24 hours of the day. You can jump in at any point, introduce yourself, and then we just kick it and just shoot the shit. And fans have been helping us a lot with our content, and we welcome that. We want you guys to be a part of the family. So definitely join. You'll see the link in the YouTube description as well, and we post it often, so make sure you join. And that's pretty much it. That was our spiel for today.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all right. I'm gonna let you go first. Go ahead.
I'm ready to Nas.
Oh. Cut him off.
Man, you tried.
Yeah, I saw you tried.
Nah, go ahead. We might as well just sign off. Go ahead, Nas.
Go ahead. You go first.
Go ahead, man.
Regular Nas, holla at me.
Oh my God,
that was terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. Don't holler at him. And you haven't had lemon in your throat, but holler at me. Fuck out of here. I'm Brandon, Killabh, y'all.
I'm Erin Ashley Simon.
And Grassroots Podcast. We out.
Hey.